Today may actually be the last time I talk about this. In fact, it profit me nothing giving you this knowledge for free. So many of you are so ungrateful. And 95% Africans are 500 years behind mentally. So when I talk about Zona African spirituality, you people get upset. So I'm going to make this video for the last time. You guys can go ahead and be fooling yourselves. African spirituality. Let me ask you a question first. If there is such thing as African spirituality or such thing as spirituality, do you Africans think that you have a monopoly of spirituality? So I need you people to answer this question under the comment section. Do you think that Africans have monopoly of spirituality? Then number 2 question, what have we achieved with this our spirituality? What have we achieved? What is the positive impact of this spirituality? Have we used this spirituality to be ahead of the world, the rest of the world? The other day, a friend of mine was traveling from Japan to another country, a different continent. So he called me, I missed the call, and I left him a message. In a few minutes, he started chatting me. And I was like, you don't land? He said, no, I am chatting you from 40,000 feet above the sea level. Technology. Today, America is afraid of Russia and China. It's not because America is seeing any spirit in Russia. It's not any spirit in China. What America is seeing is the Chinese and the Russian intelligence, their science and their technology. Today, with your African spirituality, you are nothing. In fact, these people, they see you as parasites. If they want to get rid or exterminate everything that lives on this continent, and you will see dead body littered all over the streets. They don't take us seriously because they don't see African intelligence. They don't see no science and they don't see no technology in Africa. What have you done with the spirituality? What will be more spiritual than me chatting, cracking jokes, and we're laughing with somebody that is 40,000 feet above sea level? What will be more spiritual than somebody that is traveling under the sea with submarine? What will be more spiritual than people that invent aircraft, different crafts? What will be more spiritual than people that are exploring different planets, coming down to give you updates with your spirituality? What have you done with that spirituality? I have told you people to carry this on a spirituality, flush it down the toilet because it's useless. Yes, it is useless. Our ancestors were not spiritual. I asked a question on the platform, somebody that was saying he don't agree with me. Our ancestors were doing wonders with African spirituality. I say, okay, mention one thing that our ancestors did that was spiritual. He said they were making rain to fall and making rain not to fall. I asked him, have you heard of cloud seeding? What is spiritual about using some herbs and chemicals to stop rain from falling? Now Dubai, they can now make their own rain. China have built their own moon. They are building sun. And you are here telling me nonsense. How can I show you? This is how you people make caricature of our African intelligence, our African science and technology. I draw mother draw now nonsense. So if an American ask you question, tell me something spiritual about your ancestor. If you don't know rubbish now, so you feel like are you guys not ashamed of yourselves? When we talk about going back to the root, you see somebody put online nonsense. If mother go and put inside the river and start polluting river, they will start slaughtering animals, carrying nonsense and be keeping one junction to the other in the name of spirituality. Are you people not ashamed of yourselves? Africans, if Allah the moon, that somebody is exploring different planets, coming down to give us that are very spiritual updates of what is happening in different planets. Where have you gone? What have you done with that spirituality? Oh yeah, use that spirituality to curb the insecurity in the East. Use that spirituality and remove Tinubu from power. Use that spirituality and stabilize the economy. It's from one dirty story to another mumu story. Africans, there is nothing like African spirituality, guy. What we have is African intelligence, science and technology that we abandoned to be talking rubbish inside churches. We abandon our ancestral intelligence, the research that they have made. When I'm telling you back to the root, I'm telling you that we need to go back to the same thing that Captain Theora of Burkina Faso is doing right now. They have cotton. And they are now using that cotton to produce their own fabrics, so they don't have to depend on Turkey. You will see how people we are wearing Ankara, my African fabrics. Ankara, where is it produced? You don't know that Ankara is produced in Turkey. We depend on these people for every damn thing. We depend on them for tissue, for toothpick, for cutting board, for every damn thing. Ordinana and Omenana is ordinana. It's already on your soil. It's already on your continent. Omenana is how you harness it to invent, to innovate, to create. How you harness that thing that you already have on your soil. How you harness that thing that is already in your village, that is already on your continent. To create something, to produce something, to invent something. And how our ancestors did it years ago, centuries ago, is not how it's done now. Yes, that's why we are telling you that it's not static. We can change it, we can modernize it. There's another way of doing it. You can't say because your ancestors were using hoes, machetes to be farming from dawn to dusk, that you will not use tractor, that you will not use caterpillar, that you will not use machine that will make farming easier. That is what we are telling you. And so many of you, you're just so convenient telling us mumu stories. See, guys, I have seen things. I have seen the wonders of the world. And if you are not telling me something that is above the wonders that I have seen already, okay, you are talking rubbish. You don't feel me? You are talking nonsense. You and that your spirituality should just go and pack one side. If you people want to buy me today, you not spiritualist. If you won't buy me today, you cannot buy me from that place you are. If you can try it. In fact, let me sleep and not wake up the next day. Spiritual nonsense. Let me sleep and not wake up the next day. For you guys to buy me, you must have a physical contact with me. You must put that in my drink, in my food, make me inhale it, or touch my body. It must have a physical contact. So what is spiritual about something that has to touch me physically to harm me? What is spiritual about it? Yeah? Somebody's telling me, oh, wow. You guys are not even ashamed. Yeah? These people are building weapons of mass destruction. Weapons, you will see science, you see technology. The other day, Hamas, they were throwing a lot of missiles in Israel. America did not defend Israel with spirituality. They defended Israel with technology. You feel me? They defended Israel with, if not, today they will be nothing like Israel. They defended Israel with technology. What are we doing with this African spirituality? If you don't know what you're talking about, God, shut up. Make sure you and stop talking nonsense. You're the one that don't know what you're talking about. You're the one that your mentality is 500 years behind. You don't know where the world is today. You need to step up. You people should stop raising your children with rubbish stories. All those nonsense, all those bullshit that you were told. You want to raise your children with that nonsense. Oh, snap out of it. We are living in 21st century. Look at the wonders that the rest of the world are doing with science and technology. You haven't even done anything. You can't even feed yourself with the so-called spirituality. I'm gonna go sit down, I beg.